Hello Leo, welcome to your Astroflower reading for the week. We're going to be going into your chakras, your aura, and finishing off with a tarot reading. I have done your 3 monthly reading as well. Very interesting. You've had some blistering times at the moment. It's been very interesting to read your cards over the last sort of 2 or 3, even 4 months really. Let's just connect with the energy here and let's just sort of open up the Astroflower and bring up, thanking you very much, bring up the Astroflower man so we can have a look at your chakras. There it is. Right, let's just get straight in here. This is a weekly reading, so shifting sands at the moment, and this ties into, you're not far off. You're in your summer period as well, and I think there's a changing aspect of your life that is within, concerning your, it could even be physical, your material world. It could be with a job. You're thinking about changing jobs or something like that. Maybe even changing address, house. There seems to be a desire for change within the material side of life. It may even be forced upon you as well. Let's just see what's going on in your sacrum. Yeah, your sacrum side, so you got the left hand side of your sacrum is a lot more charged than the right hand side, so there might be a little bit of imbalance between the work and play ethics at the moment. Two of Pentacles card springs to mind. I got a funny feeling it's like opportunity. Maybe it's an opportunity to take a promotion or change job, maybe even change region. To change the state or the county or something like that. Just changing where you direct yourself in the physical world. Let's just see what's going on in your solar plexus. Well, it's very large, very large. It's as if like you've got a lot of passion, but it's non-directed. It's there's a lot of passion within you, but there's no outlet, which is it might be a case that you're receiving a lot of people at the moment, connecting with a lot, or a lot of people are coming to you for comfort or advice, and sort of 10 of Wands sort of scenario going on there. But it's very large, it's very wide, it's not a directive sort of thing. And I think maybe if you're thinking about sort of changing work or space or place, you may not actually be quite sure of where you want to go or how this plays out within you. And this gives you a little bit of sort of lack of direction for your passion at the moment. So there might be a degree of frustration within you, which might overboil with a little bit of that frustration could boil over within your life. But yeah, the solar plexus is very, very wide. It's not very high at all. So it's within you. It could be a week of you taking time out for yourself, basically. Let's just see what's going on in your heart chakra. Okay, so moving towards your heart's desires. And this has been playing out for you, and a lot on your cards of going towards your heart's desires. It is stepped, so there is real structure. It's as if like this whole idea of maybe thinking about moving and stuff like that, or changing job, or maybe just changing the place and where you live. There's certain structure about your heart's desires of how you want this to be, how this can be played out in your life, and there needs to be some sort of ordinance. There needs to be some sort of organization to your heart's desires. It can't be just sort of like willy-nilly running off following your heart. I don't think that will suit you at the moment. I think it's more of a case that you need a lot more structure to that that heart's desires. And heart's desires is a very personal thing. It's not the same as fundamental desires, which we find in the sacrum. Fundamental desires is a case of I'm hungry, and heart's desires is what would I like to eat, sort of thing. So there seems to be a lot of that playing out through it. That structure is going to play out in the way of what do I need to do in order to get what I want. That's the thing that seems to be on your radar. Let's just see what's happening in the third eye and the throat chakra. Similar sort of thing here to your sacrum. The third eye is a lot more intense than your throat chakra. Therefore, you will be looking for solutions, or you've got a calculating a lot at the moment. And that's maybe placing a little bit too much structure on those heart's desires and not allowing it to go free flowing, which is suppressing that sort of solar plexus in a way. If you've got a lot of thoughts going through your mind, make sure you take time out to do a bit of meditation just to see what in life on a daily basis, what your needs are and what your wants are. So then you give a little bit more sort of structure to your directional flow of where you're going at the moment. But it doesn't, nothing's nasty. There doesn't seem to be anything really untoward in it. Because this is a general reading, so it's difficult to pick it out within the chakras, the untowardness. We tend to see that within the tarot, and we'll see that at the end. Let's just see what's going on in your crown chakra. Your crown chakra is really well defined, and it's almost as if like your consciousness or your ensemble is directing your flow. So it's like sort of saying, oh, I love this person passionately and I've got to, move to the other side of the world to do that. And your crown chakra's kind of going, okay, processing everything and kind of going, in that case, you need this, you need that, you need this, you need this, you need that in order to get that want. And it's very matter of fact. It's take it or leave it sort of scenario. This is the way it is going through you at the moment. And that's probably giving the structure which we can see within your heart. It is, as I say, suppressing your passions because you like to live in those passions and the passionate about what you're doing. And that seems to be lulled a little bit. Let's have a look what's going on your aura. I think you may be carrying, I said the Ten of Wands earlier on. I think you've been bossing it up so much that over the past sort of like 2, 3, 4 weeks of really confident feel about yourself. It's not that you're missing a bit of confidence here. That's not what it is. It's more of a case of with that confidence, a lot of people have placed upon your shoulders a lot of responsibilities that may not even be yours. And they're coming home to roost, and you might have that realization that, oh, I promised this for this person, I promised that for that person, that means I've got to do this, I've got to do that, and a lot of running around or being impacted from the outside world, basically. A lot of pressure put on you on several times during the week about, your life being affected or directed by the outside world at the moment. Let's just see what the energy flow is. Well, the energy flow is going towards that root. I think you need to go deep down inside yourself and find that root cause of why maybe that you're not firing on all cylinders at the moment, because you should be. You're in your summer period. There should be a lot of things going on for you, and there are a lot of things going on for you. But obviously, it needs a bit more structure. You're very good at making money, but you're not very good at managing money. Let's put it that way. And maybe that management side of life needs to be put into place. Right. Let's have a look at your cards, shall we? Sorry, I was wandering off there. Your cards, let's see what's going on with that. Let's see, here we go, Leo. So your overall energy, your karmic message on your relationship side, karmic message on your financial sort of side, material side, the universe, how that universe is influencing that karmic message, how the guides are influencing this karmic message through coincidences and stuff like that, how this mental conversation or the spirit conversation that you're having within yourself, how that's being influenced by your guides as well, and the general outcome for the week. So let's just see for you, our beautiful Leo, who's been so bossing it up, and it's been brilliant to see. I've really enjoyed the fact that you're swagging it. Well, that's what you were. A Knight of Swords. You're on a mission, apparently. Yeah, you're being called to a mission, and it's going quickly. It's like you've got to do it. You've got to go, and I think this is what the mechanical side of it is about. The fact that you're going after your passions, but in a very mechanical sense. And as you go after your passions, you don't have time to look at the fine detail at the moment. You're just following it through. And I think this also comes in from the influences that are around you. Let's see what your karmic message is on your... Would you believe this? This card has come out. I'm not joking. This card has come out for everybody. Either in that position there or in that position there. Of the readings that I've done so far. I still have some to do, you know. But it's definitely come in here. And don't forget to, you know, this comes back to the work and play ethic. A little bit of, it's all very well having that mental, that logic of how you apply things. But don't forget to dream as well. Don't forget to dream about the emotions as well, and your connections with other people. Yeah, four of cups. You could be missing a trick here in regards to relationships around you. You got the Page of Swords, lots of ideas that need to be concrete and put into action, basically. But the universe here is, I think they're sort of saying you are missing opportunities because you're concentrating on the past. Look to the future, and you will be surprised by the offerings of the world around you. So yeah, I would take time out to dream a little bit more than anything else. The Emperor, you're still bossing it up, and your guides are encouraging that within you. You're still bossing it up. So within your relationships here, you have got the direction. You holding the baton at the moment in this relay race that we have within relationships as we pass the responsibility from one to the other. At the moment, you are really out front. You're pushing the race, as it were. You're the leader, and your guides are really encouraging that still within you, because you've got that structure, basically. Two of Pentacles there, that's where the decision is. There's some sort of decision that needs to be made here. That work and play ethic, I think. Which we saw within the sacrum. And we can see that within the Two of Pentacles. Getting a bit of a balance going on of concentrating on the things that really matter to you. And this is where you haven't got time to look at the detail. Therefore, it's when you're with someone, really be with them. That's what it's sort of saying. And be that sort of that emperor who has already, you've created that empire. And your guides are sort of saying, now be that emperor that people come to you, which ties into that solar plexus, sort of that wide solar plexus we've been having. Let's just have a look, see what's going on in your financial sort of side. The Hermit, Dark Night of the Soul, Dark Night of the Soul, as it were. But also, this is the funny thing is in that lantern there, I understood the other day that someone was talking about tarots, and I thank you very much, that person. You know, they're carrying that star in that lantern, and that is that star there. And it's almost as if, like, this is what I was saying about your heart chakra having a little bit of it's being stepped rather than free flowing, because that star is contained, and you're not letting it out. You're not letting it, yes, you're letting it shine, but it seems like there's too much on one side than there is on the other. And this is where we come back to that work and play ethic that we said earlier on. Five of cups. So you've got the 4 of cups here and the 5 of cups here. The universe is encouraging you to move forward. There's no doubt about it, with this Knight of Swords as well, this overall energy. And not allowing your dreams and aspirations come to the surface is making you feel might make you feel a little bit disappointed in life. As I said, I think it's a case you're very good at making money, and you know they've got that 2 cups there, but there is 3 cups that are also spilt. And this is where you've got to pay attention to your financial sort of side in a way. If you've got an accountant or if you've got a bank account, I would, you know, just have a quick look down as well this week. See what's going out of your account and what's coming in. Making sure you're not spending money in areas that you shouldn't be spending in. Having a bit of management control over your finances. The moment you do that, you're going to realize that actually there is a great possibility once you cross that bridge of organizing that side of your life. Okay, let's just see what's going on with the guides, how the guides are influencing you. 7 of Pentacles. This is, if you want to be rich, you need to sort of nurture your money. You need to have that financial management. See what you're spending, what's going out and what's coming in. Having a certain control over your material world, basically, I think is really important for you. And then we got the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is dreams and aspirations. It comes back to the heart here, and it's almost, this is what I talk about, the frustration as well that is in your solar plexus. You want to go down that mission, and it feels like that you're putting too much restraint and constrictions upon your life, and not allowing you to just free flow and go out on that charging sort of aspect of charging into life. The Page of Cups is having your head stuck in the clouds a bit, and I don't think that's the case for you. But what it's saying here to me is that realization of your dreams and your heart's desires, which is that star thing. You can be seen within that fish in that cup, and that fish is all to do with financial success and that sort of thing, that you're holding that potential, that you have that potential within you, and it's just not totally coming to fruition. And I think it's because you're maybe being a bit too hard upon yourself and putting a bit too much structure on the situation there. Okay, let's just see what's going on and the overall outcome for you. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're gonna do well financially. You are doing well. As I said earlier on, making money is not the problem. It's keeping it, which seems to be the problem for you. And that's what the Hermit is about as well. It's about keeping, because it's on the financial side and it's that karmic message there as well. It is about keeping that money. It is about having a little bit of control over your finances. But the reason you have control over your finances is so you can dream and live your dreams and heart's desires, basically. There you go, Leo. Thank you very much for being here and supporting this channel by subscribing and clicking that bell. That's so much appreciated. Do appreciate your support, because YouTube is certainly not giving us the support. They're really slating us at the moment. So thank you very much for your support. I've done those 3 monthly readings, which you will also be able to find on our channel as well, and a 3-month collective reading as well. That was really interesting. In the meantime, Leo, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.